Happy Friday, everyone. Hope your weekend start off day is going excellent. It's rainy here in Richmond, Minnesota. We've had a storm go through, but the rain's gorgeous.
It is. It's one of those days you want to be
Drink
with a
your
book and some tea.
Cuddle up under a blanket. Fall is amazing.
Broke out my first sweater today.
Now that you found them.
Yeah. All right.
Morning, everybody.
I'm back.
She's back.
Lily's back.
Oh, sorry, you're getting your seat stolen again.
Afraid I jumped in now. She's like, no, not when I got my own chair.
Recommendation, yeah. I'm a boss over here. A quick explanation about the info I'm giving you
I'll
today
be right back.
is this is a homeopathic. We actually have, and that's my finger I got smashed. I've been trying to hide. Message me if you want to know the story. So homeopathics. Well, there's two stories I did with two fingers, the toilet bowl finger, and this is now the soup finger. Yeah. Message me, chat, I'll explain. Homeopathics are like treating like, and so very minute doses of something that triggers your own body's natural response, which is the best way to do it. Build your immune system up, build up your own natural resources. The human body is amazing, and it is meant to do things for a reason. And so let the body do what it's supposed to do. Don't interfere with what it's supposed to do naturally. Just help promote all of those natural things that your body has. Distracted by my wonderful cup out here. So the one that I'm presenting today is called Colic Comfort, and they're just little ampules, which is kind of like a little plastic vial that you twist the top off and you can squeeze the liquid in. The bulk of homeopathics are, the ones for kids are sweet tasting. They don't taste bad at all. They're a lot of times in an alcohol suspension, so you want to check with us whether they're kid safe or not. This one is specific kid safe for colic, and it's saved so many parents. Middle of the night.
Hours of sleep.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, I think babies going through anything, it's harder on the parents than it actually is on the kids at all. Babies' little immune systems do what they're supposed to do. They go through teething. They go through digestive tract changes when the bodies are starting to spit out some enzymes so they can actually absorb food. Lots of things that babies go through, and they just need love and good nutrients into their system. But this is safe for babes a month or older, and it works fantastic. It's like the savior to have on hand because this always happens in the middle of the night. And you don't know, you can't really call anybody, you don't want to go anywhere, you're disoriented because you're tired, and this really just calms the baby down, soothes them, they can go back to sleep. If your baby is experiencing colic, please bring them in because we are baby fanatics here. We love babies. We've watched babies grow to have their own babies. Well, I have, and it's the most wonderful thing, and we're seeing a lot of babies in now. I think the kind of pandemic, getting stuck at home, shifted people's spending more time with your loved ones. So there's lots of babies out there right now, and bring them in. We do adjust babies here. It's very gentle, very safe, and it's one of the most fun things for us to be able to cuddle and take care of your little babies and get to interact with them. And they get to interact with our pets that are here, our little mini zoo, and our pets are definitely kid friendly and love.
Oh, they love babies.
Yeah, we have a little treat jar so that when kids come in, they can get them to do tricks and get them treats so that they can interact with them just a little bit.
So if that's a month and older, I mean, babies, as far as I know, are kind of born with like that sterile GI environment, or to some degree, right?
They have their mom's immunity, so they
Like
have
their moms. Okay.
Yes, that's one of the important parts about natural birth is coming through the birth canal. All of those positive bacteria and flora actually get on the baby and are meant to be on the baby, that's one of the baby's first guards and defense against all the bacteria in the world. The next big one is all of that comes through breast milk, and so that boosts their immune system so that they're getting all of that. Not all the babies have that advantage of either being born through the birth canal, a natural birth, or being breastfed, and so then kind of what May is alluding to is there are some things that you can do to boost the baby's immune system to kind of prevent some of those colic issues that end up happening. We do that with some probiotics through the mother or through the formulas. And we have recommendations for better formulas than others that really the most important thing is what you put into a baby's system when they are developing, neurologically developing, physically developing, biologically developing, and you want to make sure to put in all of positive nutrients. If the formula that you're feeding your baby has corn syrup in it, I can't even explain all of the different things that are going to end up negatively setting that child up for digestive wise. That's not something that the body needs or should have in the system. So any questions on that, you're always welcome. We are getting set up a free discovery call link so that we'll have that on our website. So if you have any questions along those lines, or you're wondering if it's something that we can help with, you can just always schedule online, set up a free discovery call, and we'll get some of those questions answered and see if we have some direct resources to send you, or some direct links that we can send you, or some direct care that we can give you. So we're working on that right now. Kind of some really big updates going on to our whole system, and that'll be available for everybody.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pumped for that. All right, should I pull a card?
Yes.
I've missed you guys. Let's see here. All three of my oracle decks were at work. So while I was at home,
nothing.
I wasn't able to. But if you guys watched my live the other day,
Yep.
I found that really cool app.
Yes, I saw that. That was awesome.
Super cool. And I know Diana Cooper has really cool decks. One of us, I'm sure, has one.
Yes, I'm sure we do.
I'm sure.
We've got like
Yeah.
a basket of decks here.
This is the one for today.
It's a beautiful color. I love that color.
It's kind of like a mint green.
Yep.
Can everybody see? Awesome. The goddess's name is Green Terra. I want to look up making sure that I'm pronouncing that right. Yep, Terra. Okay, she says start delegating. Ask ask others. I remember when this was your mantra like years ago.
Oh, it so
and you
was.
were good, I think, better.
I think I have it down to an art form now. Do you
Yeah.
also remember when I'd like to put this out there? I coined the phrase delish
Yes, I do remember this.
before anybody else or before it became a magazine.
Before it was a magazine.
And I said, I'm going to make this a thing. And then it became a thing without me. Anyhow.
You
enough
know,
about me.
so before I get into the card, that goes with my like kind of not intention, but my little tidbit for the day is intuition versus insight.
Oh, those are totally different.
Totally different, but also kind of the same. And the more that I'm looking into them, intuition is something you kind of build over
You have to
time.
foster, yes.
You have to foster it. It's something that I think provides you insight. So in my mind, intuition is a
Oh, yeah.
long-term, gradual process. And insight is almost an instant or an image or a moment
of your
in
intuition.
time, a use of your intuition.
To have an
So in
insight,
order to
I love
have
it.
one or the other, you need to be building and practicing kind of both.
Because insights come from everywhere and are kind of utilizing all of your skills. So you have to build your skills
Yes.
too.
Which leads me to, we often get these $1 million ideas.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys
I have a
do.
whole book of yes.
Yes, these $1 million ideas, and whatever source, that intuition or whatever you want to name of is that source. I believe that, these $1 million ideas go in and out of people's minds on the daily.
Oh, yes.
Whether or not you choose to manifest or build on it,
act on it. Yes.
act on it. If you don't, somebody else will, because that idea wants to come
Thank
to
you.
fruition. And so
Yes, it's
we did not
knocking.
coin delish at that moment. Maybe we should have.
I did like with 5 people, but that
5 people. We didn't feed into it as
wasn't
much
enough.
as we should have.
I felt like there was passion behind it, but there was not enough follow through, not enough action on it.
Yeah, you had a teenage daughter that I think.
Oh, you totally supported me. Yeah,
I
totally, Mom.
But yeah, so building the intuition, building the insight, using and taking action on the ideas that come into your mind, because there is a reason that they're in your mind.
I agree. To hop onto that, there are tools to help you improve your intuition. And that is part of why we do the oracle card readings, and part of why, sometimes you'll pull a card, and I view it, my perspective on what that message is for the card is entirely different than what May's is, entirely different as what Steph's is. It's the message that you need to hear, but what that's doing is the message is already there. Sometimes ego gets in the way, fear gets in the way. We've been talking a lot about that. What this does is allow you to see things a little bit clearer. You're utilizing a tool, but it's opening you up to say, oh yeah, that's okay to think that. That's okay to do that. I'm having positive reinforcement. There's lots of things like that. Pendulums are a great way to do it too. There's lots of, just have a lucky rabbit's foot, have a tool that helps kind of clear.
And building the relationship with that tool.
Yes, that pathway. It's a neurologic pathway.
Yeah, they call it, anything is a practice for a reason. You need to practice it
again and again. Yeah. Yes.
Cool. Alrighty. So Green Tara says, start delegating. Ask others, including her, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. When you feel resentment in your heart because you're carrying more than your share of the load, you're doing no favors for anyone, including yourself. You need to ask for help to ensure that you have private time for contemplation and rest. Because in those moments, that's when you get the insight.
Magic. I also think it happens up very early this morning. I think it happens on right before you fall asleep and right before you get up in the morning. And those are like magic hour times where all of that is
sleep, wake, consciousness.
Yeah, dream and
state.
awake. Yes. Yeah. And all of those things come together without filters. Mm-hmm. And all of your insight and magical things end up happening at that time, I think.
Yes. One of the reasons why Green Tara is able to sit so peacefully is that she knows the secret of true productivity. It doesn't come through struggle or strife. Rather, it comes from a clear and focused mind that's unchallenged by indecisiveness. You see, making decisions is the shortest route to triumphant passages. Once you make up your mind, the rest follows quite naturally. Setting
everything falls into place. All the doors open, everything that you need to continue and to do what you're doing, all of that just happens automatically without you having to think about it or do any work.
Yeah. Green Tara therefore urges us to sit quietly and follow the footsteps of our minds. Be open to your heart's meanderings. They will quietly lead you to make your most important decisions, and the rest will fall into place.
Yeah. Yes.
That's awesome. Various meanings can be, if you're looking for a meaning to take from this, don't try to be Superwoman or Superman. Give your children chores. Ask your partner for help. Accept assistance.
Mason, if you're watching us today,
this
one's for you.
Accept assistance if it's offered for you. Release guilt or the belief that it's weak to ask for help, and be a team player. And Green Tara is a Hindu and Buddhist goddess whose name actually means star in ancient Sanskrit. Cool. Yeah. I think we're ready for the oil.
Are we? Okay.
Thanks for jumping in at the perfect time.
Good timing. It was another chatty.
Salesperson.
People love to talk
Oh,
to
the cool
us.
person. They bring their dogs to work every day.
Yeah.
So do we. We're not the only ones.
Did you tell them to check us out on YouTube?
Oh, I didn't. All right. Oil of the day. I chose ginger oil. It's very great, and it's perfect for it feels like fall. It's one of a good fall scent in my mind. Some of the most common known uses for ginger oil any like tummy and digestive things. So
Yeah.
just for overall, like if you kind of just have an upset stomach, if you get motion sickness, nausea, any of those kind of things, it's great to just like rub on there topically. It's also a good one for inflammation in muscles, like skin inflammation if you put it on your skin. There was another one that said not proven, but apparently it's another good oil for hair growth.
Ooh.
So
I could imagine.
it's in shampoos and conditioners. But yeah, it's kind of the gist of ginger. It's a great one to just diffuse too. It smells awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Do you know what would you mix the ginger with? Do you have any ones in mind?
I keep grabbing ones that I think mix well with citrus. But otherwise, like cinnamon, clove, like any of those.
I
Yeah.
like a lemon ginger. I've been having a lot of lemon
Lemon.
ginger tea.
Yeah.
I bet lemon ginger.
Yeah, anything citrusy and anything that falls along that like spicy. Maybe black pepper would be a good one to go with
yeah.
it.
Yep, I bet.
We'll have to do some
Yeah, we'll
experiments.
create
to let you guys
some
know.
blend here today. But yeah, that's what I got. I missed out on all the fun stuff.
Oh, you can watch us.
I will. I'll be watching it back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Does anybody want a card today? Any viewers? I know we've got a couple people on YouTube, a couple people on Facebook.
Yeah, it's fun to watch the interaction. We can see you guys as well as you can see us, and we really don't see you, but we know when.
No, you're watching.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my goodness. What is
Love
happening?
that interaction. A reminder about we are moving to. We pulled a card for Ellen today, and tell your dad happy birthday, Ellen. We are moving to YouTube, so we will give you fairly soon. We'll give you a cutoff date for the Facebook. We'll still have Facebook. We just won't do the live events on there. They will all be on
Yeah.
YouTube. So be sure to visit our YouTube channel.
Yeah, maybe
And
we'll just
RHC
post a
team.
link on
Yes.
Facebook with the YouTube streaming link.
Yeah.
So it's
And
easy
be
for
sure
you guys to get to.
Yes.
Yeah, the
We like
easiest
easy.
way
Then
is
subscribe if you haven't.
the easiest way is to subscribe, click the notification bell, and then
notifications.
you'll just get a little thing. It says, hey, RHC team is going live. Click it, boom, pops you up right there.
Yeah. And they can always be watched back again later too. They all end up posting on our channel.
Yep. Awesome. Well, have a great weekend, everyone.
See you Monday.
Bye.
She's gonna attack me right again.